Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessabo and you're joining me for a new speed build today. This was originally intended to be a starter home. It ended up being what you would probably call a second home or a second starter. I'm not sure what it would be called, if it's different in different parts of the country or the world or whatever, but it was intended to be, around or under 20,000 simoleons, but it came out at around 24K. So, or 24,000 simoleons. I fell in love with the floor plan is how I found the house. I was googling for inspiration and I saw the floor plan and the part with the little turrets or the little bay window, whatever you call it, up front. That really got me. It was kind of whimsical and just adorable. That's what drew me to it, and I went to the website that it was hosted on, and they actually had a concept art drawing of the house itself. It did have a garage, and obviously we can't do that. I could have kind of put on one that was just kind of fake and didn't really work, but that just seemed kind of pointless. So I kind of adjusted the floor plan around that. I did keep the dark red brick and white siding that the concept art of the house had because I thought it really kind of suited what I was going for. So the inside floor plan, like the rooms and such as that, I did stick pretty closely to the floor plan that I found with them. But again, because I had tweaked the exterior shape of the house itself, it took me a little finagling to get everything just right. But I think it turned out okay. I'm really happy with it. And if you want to know why it's named the Crimson Pride, I do apologize. I'm from Alabama. I am an Alabama football fan, and we are the Crimson Tide around here. So yeah, I was looking at the brick and I couldn't think of anything, and Crimson Pride is just what stuck. So it sounds absolutely stupid and silly, but it works. I think it works with the dark color of the brick. So anyways, you see me here fooling around with the fence. I do end up actually deleting that. It was far too, and I think you probably just heard me adjust my headset. I'm sorry, it was sitting in my ear wrong. Anyways, and if I say one more time, somebody just slap me. I don't know what's up with me today, but the fence that is around the exterior of the house does go. That was, and I just did it again. Oh my goodness, somebody just shoot me now. Anyways, I was still trying vainly to keep it in the realm of a starter home. So the fence is gone. I do turn the house eventually. Or yes, I do turn the house eventually because it just sits better on the lot. It gives me more room in the front and the back for some minimal landscaping. I did not go all out because this is supposed to be, it might not be the first house that your Sims can afford, but it's supposed to be something they can afford, decently quickly. So that is the reason for this kind of sparse landscaping. If you have been on my Twitter recently, then you would have seen the picture of this house that I tweeted, or if you hang around, I think it was Sim Guru Sarah I was talking to. I tweeted her a picture of it when we were talking on there the other night. So let's see, roofing. Oh, how I despise roofing. Now, the concept art of this house had a pretty particular roof. I really liked how the front looked with kind of the little spindle type roof. I don't know, the cylindrical or whatever, the pointy circly roof. That kind. You can't really do that in The Sims 4, so I had to make do with that. But the roof is pretty close to what the concept art had, and I think it worked out pretty well. But let me tell you, if I was a roofer, I would not even offer to build this house or roof this house. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, so I fiddled with this for quite a while. I think that I do leave the Oh, what is going on? What am I doing? Oh, my lord, I was like a crazy person. Um, Somebody needs to just stricken the word from my vocabulary at this point, seriously. Wow, I really should have cut this part out and made it look like I knew what I was doing. That would have been great. Oh, yeah, I do leave the roof overhang like that, and I put a column for some structural support. Ah, yes, let's play with the actual. I was trying to see if I could get something close to that little kind of, circular roof thing. It didn't happen at all. Yes. The white siding goes all the way around the back, and the front remains the nice brick color. So, where it happens now? Roof trim, yes. The hipped roofs, I think they're called, in the back, or roofs, whatever. On the back, two little pointy, sticky outy pieces back there. They were sitting on the wall, kind of strangely, where the roof joins the wall. So I definitely had to add some roof trim with that, and I think that actually added a little something to it. The contrast between the dark roof and the dark brick with the white to break them up. I thought that was really nice. So, oh, and yes, you do see my tweaked, or before I removed all my custom content, I went a little crazy on my sim self and tweaked her with a bunch of custom content. So that was her. She's gone now because I've removed my custom content. I just have a few of my must-have mods, basically. But no actual custom content clothing, no custom content items. So, yeah, you'll actually be able to find my stuff in the gallery now, even without clicking Show Custom Content. So, what are we? Yes, I'm fiddling with the floor plan because it's really not all that big of a house. So it was kind of difficult to fit because I wanted at least two bedrooms. That's one of the things that the I liked about the original floor plan was that it had two full, two nice bedrooms and a bathroom in between. The one towards the front of the house there at the bottom left of the screen, that is the master bedroom, but the other bedroom could also, I believe, fit a double bed. So I really wanted to use that idea with the gap in the wall and the columns instead of an archway, but it did not work at all for this particular house build. I may try that in another one because right now I am working on some. What am I doing? Oh my lord, I'm crazy. I changed that. Oh yes, this is when I had to change that so that the oh, the roofs again. So the front room had enough space in it. The foyer, or foyer, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Yes, me and the roofs, and then I just go back anyway. Yeah. Then I changed it right back to that. Lovely, I forgot I did that. I actually recorded this. Was it? I want to say it was Friday, which was the 5th, and it is currently late Sunday night, which is the 7th, or early Monday morning on the 8th. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, so it's been a few days, and I'm not entirely, well versed on exactly what I did in this house, but I do, yes, yes. This does eventually become more open floor plan between the kitchen and the living room, because the living room, excuse me, doubles as an office area with a desk. I don't think I put a computer on it because I was, trying to still keep it within a starter home range, but I think that once I removed that wall, the space just seemed to be amplified because trying to fit a dining room table in that kitchen just wasn't working, especially with the back door sitting where it is. It just wasn't going to happen. So I do remove that wall eventually, and it really opens up the space. And Yes, I am about to put in the flooring. I do originally put these custom content flooring, wood floors in. Those do come out very shortly. I don't remember if I do some furnishing first or not, but I put them in and then I realized, oh crap, most people are probably not even going to have this flooring. Excuse me. So I take that out and I use an actual in-game floor. The wallpapers that I'm using, if I'm not mistaken, they are also some custom content, and I changed those as well. I still some of the objects that I used in the house originally when I was making this video, they weren't like custom content items, but their meshes were edited to be less clunky, just more streamlined, stuff like that. I think it's Plastic Box over on Mod The Sims does a lot of mesh edits. I highly suggest you go check out his stuff. But I did download the game. Not the game. My lord, I downloaded the house today in my now custom content free game and re-uploaded it without any of the custom content. So you guys can find it easily, but I will also put a link in the description below. And on my Maze Runner cast video, I have re-uploaded them custom content free, and you can find it as well now just by searching hashtag Jessibo. It's all one word, but the J and the B are capitalized. Or searching for the household name, which is Runner. So you should be able to easily find that. But the link, I have gone back and added the link to that family on the gallery in the description of the video. So go check that out. Is this where I start to... I can't tell. There we go. This is where I start to change to in-game wallpapers instead of custom content. So there were not exact matches to the stuff that I was using, but close enough that it didn't matter. So let's see. Yes, these are the flooring. This is the flooring that I go with. I believe that's what I stick with. Yes. So, oh yeah, I accidentally hit down one too many times, so it was acting like it was going down into the basement. And that weird line thingy that you just saw, I don't know how that happened or why that happened. It's the only time I've ever had it happen, but it was very strange. It really threw me off. So, yeah, this is me trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to use, oh, excuse me, any of the furniture that I have, since most of it was either custom content or the mesh had been edited by Plastic Box, because anytime I try to change the color of a custom content object or one of my mesh edited objects, it tells me script call failed. If I do it before I place it, it's fine, but if I try to change it after I place it, it doesn't work. So I went kind of, I think I stuck with slightly traditional furniture. I didn't go anything ultra modern or anything like that. Just stuck with this type of look here, you know, kind of. I think I did. I may have changed that. You know what? I vaguely remember I found a lamp I really like. So I guess we're going to discover this together because I have no idea what I did. So let's see. I put a little reading nook over there because, like I said, this has two bedrooms and one could easily be converted into a study. And that's the lamp I was talking about, by the way. And that's when I delete all of the furniture. Move objects is amazing, by the way, though you may have, I don't know how well move objects items transfer through the gallery, so you may need to adjust a few things, but I did end up going slightly modern with the furniture. I completely forgot about that. I found that little lamp there and I loved it. It made me think of something I would see like in this, you know, gorgeous urban loft, you know, exposed brick on the walls, have a little reading area with that lamp over the back of the chair. I could just see it, so I kind of stuck with that. Um, that was the most modern I could find for a console table, so that's what we went with. Oh yes, move objects again. There we go. It's a very cozy little corner, and I think I ended up putting an easel over there if I'm not mistaken. Oh yes, I removed the TV because I wasn't sure what kind of money we were going to have left over, and I realized that was a kid's shelf. So I did fix that. I think I eventually, yes, I do. I changed the wall color because I decided I wanted to go with some nice greens as an accent, and I couldn't do that with a green wall because it was just far too much green. There we go, there we go. Some green accents and the nice little potted, I think that's bamboo in that vase or vase or whatever behind the armchair and couch over there. So here is the desk going in. Let's see here. Oh, and by the way, you will notice that I never move, or in this video at least, I never moved the mailbox out of the pathway out front, and I also didn't get a kitchen trash can or an outdoor trash can. I did correct that before I uploaded it. I just did not do it on the video. You'll see in the pictures that I have at the end of the video, you'll see in the screenshots that I have edited that and fixed it. So, no worries. I did not put a superbly huge amount of clutter throughout this house, but I did want it to feel, kind of cozy. I went with, a modern theme, but I still wanted it to feel, homey. Is that the rug I stick with? Yes, I think so. I may change that. I honestly don't remember. Speed builds is kind of new to me. It's not something that I've really done very often at all. So, I was trying to pick something that wasn't custom content of any kind. So, I think the living room is the only room that I put curtains in. So you can go through and change that. The living room kind of turned out to be my favorite room in the house. So I really kind of decked it out a little more than the others. As you can see there, I put some books and a little pencil cup on the desk, but I did not put a computer. You can do that as your sim earns some more money, or if you have one in your original starter home, you could bring it with you. I put a little painting with some green accent above the desk because I needed to pull that green to the other side of the room. It needed a bigger presence. Oh, wow, that was a big plant. Looking for a little console, some sort of little table to go in here, and I did go with something that was kind of IKEA-esque, I think is what I would describe that as, because it very clean lines, very blocky, not, no over embellishment or anything of the sort. And now I am looking for clutter, I think is what the problem I was having. Yeah, I was trying to find some clutter that was appropriate. Okay, yes, that is exactly what I was doing, was looking for some clutter. Sorry about that. As I was recording, the screen suddenly went black because somehow I had managed to offset some of my videos by about a second each. So there was this space in between each of the sections of video. So I'm not really sure how that happened, but I think I've got it all fixed. I went through the other two parts of the video because I stopped recording by accident once, and then I had to start back up after I finished for something else, and then I had to make sure that all of the screenshots at the end were grouped with the other stuff so that I could actually keep them in goodness gracious, keep them all where they needed to be with no gaps. So we have moved into the kitchen here. I know the walls and everything are really bland, and I don't remember if I did any real color accents in this room, so you may want to add something. I did experiment with putting an island in the kitchen instead of a table, but as you can see, the archway was right there. I hate how the island counters and the regular countertops don't connect. That irritates me to absolutely no end. So I end up moving the kitchen to the other side. I tried an island here yet again. Yeah, that didn't work. But I end up, it almost comes out as somewhat of a galley kitchen, but wider. It has a bigger walk space than most galley kitchens have. So there's, parts of the kitchen on both sides of the room. So let's see. What am I? Okay. Oh, yeah. That just wasn't going to work. I got so frustrated with this, you guys. You have no idea. This is what I decided to do. Is no. I think that goes eventually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd do away with that island there. Though it was a good idea, and with a little more patience, I probably could have made it work. But it was, I was irritated at this point, and I just did not want anything at all to do with an island. So, or yeah, I removed it. I remember now. um, let's see. Yeah, trying for a little bit of cluttery stuff on the walls, a little coat rack near the back door, so when you come in from working in the garden or working in the yard, you can hang up your sun hat and all of that. Since I put windows right there, putting a stove hood just wasn't going to work. You guys can fiddle around with it if you download the house, but I decided that, if it got smoky, you just open a window. I mean, really. Hmm. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. At some point, I realize I haven't saved the house at all, and I have to save, though I think I may have done that off screen. I'm not 100% sure. Excuse me. I can't remember if I stay with the. Because, see, I went pretty modern in the living room, decently modern in the kitchen, if, a bit cozy. And then I did this in the bedroom, but I think I change it out and go with a much more modern bedroom set. I think, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I know I change it because this is not what I stuck with, but. hmm. Yeah, okay, yes, I did change it. Let's see, I don't remember what I went with. Ah, did I pick something eventually? I think yeah, that's what I ended up doing. It's not ultra modern, but it definitely fits this room much better, or fits this house much better. I would probably change the color of the walls. I don't think it even occurred to me to do so. But yes, I did change it out and went far more modern than it was originally. I know the outside looks traditional, but on the inside, I went with much more modern, updated furnishings. I kind of felt like, this was the kind of house that's probably belonged to someone in the family. Maybe you got it when an older family member passed away, or maybe it was something sadly enough that you got as a foreclosure. So, even though it's not exactly to your taste, it was right in your price range, and you can make anything work for your family when it's in your price range and decently taken care of. So, but I didn't go too modern, so I don't think it looks super out of place or anything. I added some, towels, bath mats, made sure to put toilet paper by the toilet because that's just a must. But yeah, I am definitely happy with the way this came out. I think I just went with wall lights in there. I didn't want to use the Beamer light because I use it so much. So I fought with myself to find something that just would light up the room well enough without the beamer. So what did I go with? Yeah, I went with a little pendant hanging, a triple pendant hanging lamp in the foyer, or foyer. I really don't know how you pronounce that. Ah, yes. I put this, I think I left that light. I put it there kind of like it was a night light, so, if anybody had to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, they could see, that kind of thing. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna add extra light. I put candles on the table. It worked for me. I was trying to figure out what the heck the difference was between the two of those. I still don't know, actually. You may want to change the lighting in the house. That's one thing that I'm not good at, because if I had my way, I would just go with the beamer in every room of every house. Though I do like that little wall light. It's a pretty bright one. Yeah, no, I did not leave that table. I would have liked to have had a very thin, nice console table to go there, but they were all too long and they interfered with the door, and yeah. So I just left it be, and I think I need to go to bed, guys. I am so tired, and I have still got about 6 or 7 minutes of video, maybe 8, to record a voiceover for. So, and then I need to find some, nice royalty, copyright-free type music to put with it. This room is slightly more traditional, but at the same time, I feel like, the weathered look of that dresser, you see that a lot, especially like on Pinterest. Oh no, did I do away with it? Yeah, I ended up going with the same dresser in the other room. Didn't I? No. Hmm. I thought I did. There's a stereo in the bedroom. I know that'll probably be the first thing you're gonna want to move, but I just thought it kind of completed the room, some sort of little fun aspect. I did change to a darker wood and went with, yeah, just, what rag did I go with? I thought I went with the dot. Did I not go with the dot? No, I went with that one. Yeah, that's what I did. What do you know? And now I get to go back and fight with the kitchen again. I think. Because I know I change it eventually. Yes. I go to put in a microwave and I realize that I have no room anywhere in this house to put anything. Or anywhere in the kitchen to put anything else. So I do find a way to make it work. Yes. It kind of wraps around that corner. The fridge and a couple of counters are along that wall together. I try to make it work without removing the wall at first, but it definitely was. Okay, yes. I only removed part of the wall, so they're still slightly separated, but that opened up a good bit of space for the dining table to not clutter up the kitchen so badly. But I end up being able to I think I put a cheap coffee pot, the cheap microwave. What else? I don't remember. Yes, I put the microwave in there. What else? I do take that one cabinet on the. Do I take? I thought I left one. Yeah. So I put one cabinet on each side of the fridge, and then the open space where there was originally another cabinet on the other side. That's where I do eventually put the trash can in. So let's see. Do I leave the pots? I think I actually do leave. Yes, there is a coffee maker. I move it over to this counter because it just makes more sense. The little coffee mugs next to it, the paper towels next to the fridge, not far from the trash, that kind of stuff. Makes sense. I think I'm going into landscaping now. Ah, yes, this is where I try really hard to think of a darned name. I end up just typing a bunch of random letters and coming up with the name later. So, at some point I know that I tried to start recording to do the landscaping and I didn't hit record, so I had to undo it and restart, which is funny because the beginning of this video, when I first started building the house, I didn't decide this was going to be a speed build until I had already gotten like the exterior walls built, so I had to delete them all and then start over. So, yeah, it was lovely. Now you get to watch this. Let me tell you, I'm not very good with the paths, but I had something particular in mind. I kind of wanted to have almost like a little, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like almost like a tiny little patio over there. And that made for some interesting little shapes to put trees and such in. In the little nook there, I thought that was a really great place. I ended up putting a little tree, some of that wild grass, and a couple of rocks. And now we're fading into this again. There we go. You can see currently the mailbox is sitting in the middle of the little patio area thing I made. I feel like it's one of those places, you go out to check your mail or take your trash out, see a neighbor, you guys can stand there and talk for a minute. So I think I do end up doing away with one of the trees and maybe one of the little garden spots that I have up. I'm not very good at landscaping. I kind of suck at picking out, what would go with what. After I did this, I ended up watching some videos from, I want to say Simified, Arthur over at Simified. Watched some of his videos and I think I had gotten some landscaping tips from him, but I had already done this, so I didn't change anything. You guys feel free to change whatever you want to change. Enjoy it. Tweet me a picture. My Twitter is @ underscore and it's underscore Jessibeau, JESSIBEAU. The J and the B are capitalized. So you guys tweet me anything. I'm always happy to see it. My Twitter comes straight to my phone, so I can see it anytime, anywhere. So here we are in the screenshots. We've got a really nice exterior, and none of these pictures are edited. These are just straight in game, no edits to them. The exterior is really actually quite bare. Some definite room for maybe some expansion and some landscaping for sure. Maybe a nice garden, veggie garden. We had the front room there, the foyer. Now we are in the living room, which I think seriously is my favorite room. The kitchen turns out a little better, and you can see peeking just at the edge of that wall there, the trash can. It's not in this picture because I took this one before I put the trash can in, but we are nearing the end of the video. We're in the second bedroom here. Perfect for a roommate or a child. There is only one bathroom, but it's a nice big bathroom. It's got a shower, a separate tub and shower and everything. I think it came out pretty well. So, and we should be going into the master bedroom, get a couple of shots of it, and then that is going to be the end of this speed build. So I love you guys. Come back and see my next video. Bye.